Hey, what's going on, guys? Today, I just wanted to bitch about my 2023 Tundra, and I broke it. Um, it sucked, and I'm not happy about it, and I got the replacement part I needed. It was just way too much. I'm over exaggerating, dramatizing this. Basically, I broke my freaking radio knob. I was unloading some shit out of it the other day, and I sneezed and elbowed the radio knob. I heard like a really hard click sound. And next morning when I woke up to go to work trying to crank my tunes, I noticed the knob was like really, really jiggly. And I pulled the old one off. And as you can see, like that's pretty much, it's a D-shaped metal rod that this slides over and then that you adjust it. Real quick, because this is the actual replacement. This is 100% plastic. These little fake Phillips head screws, if it'll focus in on that, those are all plastic, one piece, it's just painted. This is one solid piece of plastic that they just painted that silver. This is $50 for a single plastic knob with zero metal whatsoever, just basic injection molding, not even great quality if I'm honest. There's no texture, it's just smooth. I mean, like $50 Toyota. If you'd give me a plastic knob, this little metal silver ring, if this would have been metal, maybe even give us like rubber texturized grips on here. Like if there was anything else besides just the basic plastic on this, I'd say, okay, $50, not terrible. But this is bullshit. $50 for like, I don't even want to think this cost them like 25 cents to make. Again, this is just one solid piece of plastic. There's no parts, there's nothing complex. This just came in and they painted it. Absolutely ridiculous. And sadly, I tried to go on different websites to find the Chinese knockoffs or whatever, and they were still $45, $43. Even if you got ones that didn't look like the OEM, they were like all black and or they had the metal covers that went on the edges. Like I wanted to find a solid metal one, and like no joke, I would have paid $100. I know this is stupid, but if I could have found a solid metal one of these, I'll pay $100 fucking dollars for it. Like I don't know if I can get it 3D printed or wherever. But like if I have a solid metal knob that I know is not going to break, and I'll have that for the life of the truck. Frankly, that's $100. I'll pay for that. But this little janky piece of shit, $50 for a crappy piece of plastic is frankly absolute nonsense. And Toyota, you're already gouging the shit out of customers for especially these Tundras. Like I've got a 2023 Platinum, and I know a lot of people who've had the engine recalls already. Thankfully, I have not had any troubles. Really thankful because I just moved from Seattle to, I had to swap hands here. Moving from Seattle to Cleveland, and I've did a lot of driving over the last year with that, and I've had zero issues with the truck, thankfully. So, but again, I do know several people who've had that engine recall, and they've had their trucks in the shop for like almost a month. And I know depending on what state you live in, like the lemon laws, like if your vehicle's in the shop for more than 30 days for the same problem, then it's considered a lemon. Like those states are trying to put them as a priority. But again, if you're not one of those states, they can just keep your truck for however long. And I don't know what the loaner situation is, but it's a sucky situation to be in when you were already gouged. Like, again, we paid way too much for these trucks when we bought them. If you bought a 22, 23, maybe even some of the 24 models at the beginning of the year, like the prices were absolute shit. But if you needed a truck, like you didn't really have a lot of options. So you either bought new or you bought used at, 80% markups from cocksuckers out there trying to make a profit. So it's honestly, the truck market's not fun. But it is what it is. It's one of those things with necessity. And I got lucky when I traded in my 22 Tundra for a 23, and the dealership actually paid me. That's never happened in my life, and I doubt it will ever happen again. And that felt good, but then now I bought a jacked up price Tundra, and apparently it's worth it at least $10,000 less than when I rolled off the lot with it just immediately. And that's not even like the depreciation that normally happens with a vehicle. That was just apparently in a couple months the market shit on vehicles that bad. So it's probably, I've lost God, I've had it over a little over a year and a half. It's probably lost $25,000 in value off of that, which again sucks horribly. But that's economics in the way of the world. I'm not mad about it. It is what it is. That's what happens when you buy new and during. It's like all the people who buy houses during COVID. You know, you paid way too much, and good luck to you. So it is what it is, guys. But I just wanted to bitch about these stupid knobs. Like $50, man, come on. But that's all. Gonna make some more content here in a while. That's some good relevant videos. I've had a lot of stuff to talk about in the last 2 months since I moved across the country, and a lot of cool shit's happened. So you guys stick around, and